Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I just thought I'd do another makeup with you today. So to start with, I'm going to be using Too Faced Plump and Prime. This is a beautiful face plumping and primer serum. Plump and Prime. I really love it. Okay, so now we have that on. Today's foundation, I'm going to be using the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. It's a medium to full coverage, and this one is in Filter Medium 15. So I'm just going to put a couple of pumps of that on the back of my hand. Also, I'm going to add some of these. So this is the Liquid Luster Drops from Morphe, and they do come in a few different shades. So you can see we've got like more bronzy and then pinky ones. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of this sort of pinky gold one. So I'm just gonna dab that on the back of my hand there, and then when I pick up my foundation, I'm gonna mix it all in together. So I'm using my Morphe M446 foundation brush, and I'm just gonna start mixing that in and working that in. I'm just pressing it in. You don't want to be swiping it around the face. You just want to be sort of pushing it into the skin. A little bit more. And then just working down the neck, just buffing that down. Important not to stop the foundation on the jawline. You want to make sure you blend it down. And when you're picking your shade of your foundation, you want to make sure it matches your body. So if you're more tanned, you need a darker shade. If you're not as tanned, put a lighter shade on. I actually did my fake tan last weekend there, and it is gradually fading off now. So you just have to make sure you pick the right color foundation that's going to go with your skin and it's going to blend with the rest of your body. Okay, so once we've done that, I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. So again, I've got my little Morphe eyebrow brush here, and I'm going to use Morphe Chocolate Mousse Brow Powder. So you can see the color there. And just using the angled brush, I'm just going to fluff up my brows with the spoolie. And then I'm just going to grab, so this is just a nice soft one, it's not too heavy. So I'm just going to working that in. And then just the same on the other side. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the Morphe 2 Brow Gel. I'm just going to fluff up the hairs a little bit. Okay. Right, now I'm going to grab the concealer, and I'm going to use Morphe concealer brush. So I'm just going to go in with this one. This is Morphe C125, so it's quite a light shade. I'm just going to grab some of that on this nice brush, and I'm just going to go in and sharpen up the eyebrow line there. Okay, and I'm just going over my eyelid as well with a bit of that concealer there, because that will act as a base for my eyeshadow. Right, now we've done that, I'm now gonna go in and do concealer under my eye. So I'm just gonna use this one here and go in under here, down the nose, inner corner, and then out on this edge here, which will give me a little bit of a facelift here, cleaning everything up that side. Lip, chin, forehead. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in with our contour. So I'm just going to grab this Morphe brush here and I'm just going to go into this shade. This is my Smashbox Cali Contour palette. So I'm just going to grab this color here. Just going to go in where the cheekbones would be. So you want to have a separate brush for your contour, separate brush for your blush, separate brush for your highlighter. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to go in with a little bit of a blush now. So I'm just going to use this little brush here. And I'm going to pop this color on. Just the cheek there. I'm just going to work that up. We want to kind of bring everything up here, so just working up the side of the cheek there. And you can just kind of build it up till you've got enough color on there. Same on the other side. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with a bit of a highlighter. I'm going to use the Morphe Bird of Paradise, and I think I will go in with Cherry Hood, which is a nice pinky sort of tone to it. So that's this one here. Just get a little bit of that on my brush, and I'm just going to go in up here. Highlight the top of the cheekbone there. Okay, I forgot one thing. I had to contour my nose. How did I forget that? So I'm just going to go in with this little flat brush here. I'm just going to grab a little bit of that. I'm just going to contour my nose. This is something you don't have to do if you don't want to, if you don't like how it looks, but I like it. A little bit under the lip as well. It just creates that illusion of a fuller lip when you do it under there as well. Okay, so pop that on. So I'm just going to go back to the brush I was using for the contour, and I'm just going to buff that out because we don't want any harsh lines. Once you get the product on there, then just soften it up with a softer brush. Okay, right, so now we've done that, I think we'll go on and do the eyeshadow now. So I'm gonna get my Coca-Cola palette from Morphe. This is such a pretty palette and it has loads of beautiful pinky tones in it as well. So I will show you. Here's the palette. And yeah, the colors are really pretty. So I know I'm going to use a red lipstick for later, so I'm just thinking, what color shall I use? So I'm going to go in with this bottom one here, just a nice light color. And I'm just going to kind of sweep that up here. I'm gonna go in with this one here. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that on this little brush here. And I'm gonna do that card trick I showed you again. So I'm just gonna grab a card from here. This is a Hair Perfector one. That's another thing I like to use. So I'm just gonna pop that on the end there. Close my eye and we're just gonna pop that on. I had a few people comment on the last video. They let me know that they really like this trick of doing the eyeshadow with the card. So there, and you have your angled line there. So we're just gonna bring that color down underneath. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a bit more, gonna do the other side. So tricky doing this on my phone. I'm gonna try and get that bit there to kind of blend in there. There, that's better. Okay, I'm not using any more product. I'm just blending that out. Okay, so then I'm going to pick a colour to go on the inside of the lid here, and I'm just going to use my finger because I want it to be quite intense. So I'm going to use, I think, this nice shimmery kind of goldy kind of colour here. So I'm just going to grab some of that with my finger, and I'm just going to pop that on that inner corner, sort of reaching out there. It's a beautiful pinky colour there with lots of sparkles in it. Again on the other one. Perfect. Right, now I'm going to use a flat brush. So this is just a straight edged flat brush here. I'm going to spray a little bit of my setting spray on it. Okay, and then I'm going to dip that one into one of these dark brown colors in the bottom corner here. And then I'm just going to go along the top of the lash line because I just want to create a little bit more sort of volume there, just make my lashes look a little bit thicker. So I'm just going along the top there. So you can see the difference, how that kind of opens up the eye a little bit more than having nothing on that side. Just makes your lashes look a little bit fuller. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more and do the other one on the other side as well. So yes, it's really easy. It's just a straight edged flat brush. This is a Morphe one as well. This came in the eye set that I bought recently. Came in this little bag, all the little eye pencils and the brushes, sorry, eye brushes. So I'm just gonna go along there. And by adding the setting spray to it, it just makes it a little bit more intense. Also makes it kind of act like more like a pencil, you know, rather than an eyeshadow powder. Okay, and I'm going to go a little bit on the underside of the eye as well, just where that lower lash line is, just on that outer corner a little bit. Okay, right, and then I'm going to go back to using my highlight palette, and I'm going to highlight the underneath of my eyebrow. So I'm just going to grab this little fluffy brush here, and I'm just going to use one of the lightest colours, so this kind of goldy one here. I'm just going to grab a little bit of that, I'm just gonna go under here, just so I've got a little bit of highlight underneath that arch. Perfect. Alrighty, so then I'm gonna go in with my mascara. So I'm just gonna use Maybelline's Great Lash. This is black. It is a waterproof one. Like I said to you before, I like the waterproof mascaras because they don't sort of smudge. If you don't, then that's fine. You can use whatever one you like. I do chop and change mascaras, but I do like Maybelline's ones. You know, they're easy enough to grab from the pharmacy, and yeah, I think they work really well. I have tried lots of other more expensive mascaras and I've not really been that impressed, so yeah. I could probably get some new ones and let you know. But I tend to stick to what I know and what I like. I'm a creature of habit, I'm terrible. If I know something works, then I just keep buying it. But it is nice to try new things as well, I suppose. Okay, just gonna let that dry a second and I'll put another coat on because I like them to look quite sort of thick but not overly done. But yeah, I normally wear eyelashes, not often, but if I don't want to wear them every single day, I like my lashes to look nice and full and give that illusion of almost like having falsies on. That looks better. So yeah, so when you're applying a few coats, you want to kind of let it dry just a little bit in between. And then that way you'll get a fuller looking lash. You don't want it to look clumpy, so you don't want to do them too much. So a little bit on the bottom lashes. Okay. Right, so I think I'm just going to clean up this little edge with a little bit of concealer. So I'm going to go back to using that little concealer brush there. I probably don't need to add any more product. There's probably enough still on there. So I'm just going to very lightly just see. Oh, see the difference that made? It just cleaned up that line a little bit there. So I'm just going to do the same on this side. Just drag that across there. There we go, and that just neatens up that edge as well. So that's our edges all neat. Okay, what am I gonna do now? I think it's time to do the lips. So this is a new lipstick that I got last time I did my Morphe order. So this is the Avani Greg red lipstick. So I've got the red color pencil. It's called I Love Red. And the red lipstick, and this one's called Yes Red by Avani Greg. So this is the Morphe Avani Greg. It's so cute. It's got little happy faces and some little flowers. I don't know if you can see that on there. It's a beautiful color. So let's go in and do that then. So I'm just going to take the pencil first and I'm going to do my outline. It's really creamy. The pencil feels really nice to glide on there, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, you just want to take your time when you're doing your lips. Make sure your pencil's nice and sharp, not too sharp, and you can soften it on the back of your hand. And yeah, as you get your shape in. Okay, and let's go in with the lipstick. Looks so pretty. Oh, it's really creamy. Best thing about red lipstick is it makes your teeth look super white. Oh, it feels really nice. What a beautiful color. I really love it. Okay, so that's pretty much done. So now I just need to use my setting spray. So I'm just gonna spritz over. Look at that. Dry that in. I'm just gonna go back with this brush a little bit. This is just a foundation brush. I'm just gonna stipple that in a little bit. Don't want any wet splodges with the setting spray. All right, perfect. So I did that in 28 minutes. So yeah, so that's just a nice, quick, easy, you could say soft glam, I suppose, everyday kind of look with a red lip. Yeah, pretty quick, pretty easy. And yeah, if there's anything else you'd like me to do, or if you want to leave any comments of anything, don't forget to subscribe. I hope you enjoy it. I hope I make it easy for you to follow. And yeah, I'll catch you all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.